this water will thirst again. But whoever drinks of the water that I shall give him will never thirst. But the water that I shall give him will become in him a fountain of water, springing up into everlasting life. The woman said to him, the best thing she said this day, Sir, give me this water, that I may not thirst, nor come here to draw. This is what I believe is the first thing that we can learn from this point. This is an area, a time where she is being shifted by Jesus. She's being called to move. If you pay close attention, in essence, she's coming to a well to draw water. Drawing water from a well is not a hobby. Usually you're drawing for a reason. So maybe she's watering plants, or maybe she's watering crop, or maybe she's feeding lambs or sheep, or whatever it is she's doing work. This is part of her job. But what Jesus is saying to her is, you're drawing dead water to draw and continue your work. I'm offering you living water. Notice the trade here, and notice the transition, people. He's asking her to move from death to life. He's asking her to move from that which you find yourself steeped in to something that will bring you up. To move from your day-to-day. Because this can't be her first day at the well. This might even be her first visit to the well. Sometimes the buckets of water get so heavy you have to come back a second time. So this is not a hobby, this is a chore. So just like us. Not your chores, but your jobs. You see, I believe this woman is finding her fulfillment in her job. We too will find our fulfillment in our jobs. Now, if you work a 40-hour job, if you work a full-time job, that means you work 40 hours a week. There are 168 hours in a week. So 40 hours is essentially 25% of your time. Yet, when you introduce yourself, you tend to introduce yourself by what you do. I'm a lawyer, I'm an engineer, I'm a doctor, I'm a hairdresser, I'm a seamstress. You tend to introduce yourself by what it is that you do for only 25% of your time. Now, I don't believe anyone introduces themselves by the chores they do on Saturday morning, by nothing they do on Sunday, unless you're a preacher. You know. So, essentially, we're introducing ourselves, or we are identifying ourselves by our jobs. That's exactly what this woman's doing. And she's finding her fulfillment in that. And we do the exact same thing. But this is what Jesus is telling her. What you're doing is good. Having a job is a good thing. But don't find your fulfillment in your job. Don't find your fulfillment in drawing water from the well. Because I can just imagine. She's anything like me. She's telling everybody how many buckets she lifted, and how heavy they were, and how hard she worked. Girl, I went there 7 times yesterday. Do you know that them little sheep just never stop drinking? I had to go 7 times. I love them buckets. I was sweating. I loved it. I pulled. Look at my arms. Look at my arms. Ain't they big? Yeah. Because I will tote some water. Because we find pride and we find fulfillment in what it is we do. My Lord. Now, I know I'm not the only one. I know I'm not the only one that's probably stretched to the limit in every facet of their life. There's hardly a free waking moment when you have a free time. Right? And so you would think that we would try to, push the pedal and slow down a little bit. But unfortunately, most of us, we like that busyness. That busyness makes us feel alive. That busyness gives us fulfillment. That busyness gives me some sense of identity. And that becomes my reality. But again, Jesus is saying to us, be busy. Do your work. Even the Bible speaks that work is good. Labor is good. But what Jesus is saying, don't find your fulfillment in your labor. Don't find your fulfillment in your meat. Don't find your fulfillment at home. Yes, work at home. Do a good job. But find your fulfillment in me. Because here's the linchpin. If the job stops, do you lose your identity? I know it. If they let go, or they say somehow eliminate your job title, do you now have to find another identity? self-fulfillment? Where's your self-worth? Where's your reality once that job has been reduced?